Good day, crafty chums, and welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, aka Carson the Cat, and I'm really sorry, but I've got a cold. So this will be a sorry, I can't think when it does this. So this will be probably just a process video, unless I can keep my voice. With music, and as you can see, I'm going to be making a tag, and so that's what I'm going to do, make a tag. I bought these a little while ago, and I keep them as blanks to draw around, rather than to actually use the chipboard up. Let's see if I got a piece of card. And I don't have a I don't know whether this is going to be thin enough. We'll see. No, I'm going to use this on something else. No, I've got a quite a thick packet to send out, so that would be good for that one. No, I don't. Maybe I'll just put it on some cardstock. I might just thicken it up by using cardstock. That probably won't be thick enough either. Yeah, I normally have lots of paper and that around just for this reason, but anyway, that's enough gabbling on about nothing. Just going to cut these out. Okay, so I was going to cut this out, but I'm not yet, because I'm going to do a bit of a mixed media background on this, and it's just easier just to keep it like this for the minute and then do my mixed media bit on it as well. Just choosing some jelly print paper that I have, and because I want to stamp. I love that one. Am I going to actually use it today? I might keep that out, not for what I'm going to do here though, because I'm going to use one of my stamps that I don't use very often, and it's really naughty of me, but it's the Dina Wakely Scribbly Birds, and we're going to use my favourite one out of there, which is this one here. So yeah, I'm going to use that one there, and I'm just preparing it ready to use. Because it will be just glued on to the tag. Sorry, I'm a little bit over the place, you know, I'm just not feeling too good. Doesn't matter though, does it? Sorry, excuse me, it's really bad manners, that, and bad form. So yeah, I'm going to be using that one on here as well. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? I'm going to be using my sprays. Front and back. I'm just going to use a bit of a cloth to just to mop it up there. Then I'm going to use the purple, because these are the two main colours that I actually have, so why not? I am going to have to dry that off because I'm going to use the yellow next and I don't want it to turn into mud. So let's see, maybe I should have put the yellow on first. I never learn. I never learn that one. It's like, why do I do that? So I'm just seeing now if I can get some yellow in here. I did want yellow in here. So we'll see if we can just brighten up this bit here and add yellow to it. Might be able to, you never know. Okay, so that actually worked in bringing up some of the yellow, so that's okay. I'm quite happy with that actually. I'm going to use my script stamp, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp off before I stamp on, because I don't want it to be too dark on the paper. What I'm doing now is just getting a little bit of acrylic paint out. Just going to rub it on this scratch bit of paper, because I'm going to try and see if so I'm using it to stamp off before I stamp on, because I only really want a really light dab of paint on there. So just seeing if this works, you know, is it to only give me a very faint impression of the stamp. Seems to be working okay, looks okay. So that worked, I think. And then I'm going to do the same thing with a different colour, but with the little square pattern thing I have here. Again, I'm just popping a little bit on the spare bit of paper I've got. If I can even get any out, I will. Ooh, that's too much. Far too much, never mind. Oop. These are stamps that I just use for mixed media, so I don't mind getting glue and that on them. Glue. So I don't mind getting paint on them. But I wouldn't recommend doing this to your other stamps, because it does make a mess of your stamps. Okay, what I'm just going to do now is get out some white paint, and then I've got this wonderful little texture pad here, which I believe it is a mat for hot saucepans to go on, and it leaves just such a great imprint on whatever you're doing. I love using it. And the wonderful Josie Gitto gave me this one, and I use it all the time. So thanks, Josie. So there we go. That's that there. Just going to dry that off. Okay, and I'm just going to add just a little bit more here. A little bit of a splatter. A stamp, which I love too. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is cut around the shapes that I can still see. It's probably, you might not be able to see them through the video, but I can see them, and I'm just going to cut them out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is glue these the back and front together. I am really going to glue these together. I'm just going to trim round it now. So I've put the back and the front together, and I've yet to decide which is the back and which is the front. I'll do that in a minute. First I'm going to cut out my little birdie. And if you're wondering about cutting out the scribbly bird and that, but you know, sometimes the best way is not to cut all of it out. But most of it, because what you then do is that you stamp on whatever you're going to lay it on, and then that'll pick up all the other little bits, you know, like the legs, which are difficult to cut out and things like that. So and that's what I do, is the bits that are too difficult, I don't cut them out, I leave them, and then the rest is picked up when you actually stamp it out. So that's just a little tippy I have for you on how best to do this. And I don't know why I'm using these scissors, because they're not the best for cutting out. I think I just couldn't be bothered to go and look for the other ones, which were right there. So say, not feeling the best, and that shows in the old brain. So I'm going to leave the legs behind and stamp it out so that I love this little stamp. I think it's gorgeous. Regardless of whether you like Dina Wakely or not, the stamp is just lovely, isn't it? So that's what I'm going to do with that. So I've got a stamp here, which is a music stamp, which is a background stamp, and I'm going to put it on this piece of napkin, from the back of a napkin, and I'm going to stamp it on, and just for the music part, which is good. Then what I'm going to do is Mod Podge the napkin down onto the... Oh, it looks like I'm using this side, doesn't it? Hadn't actually decided which side to use really, but I'm using this side now. Just going to tear that off. Just going to tear it off from around here, and then get my big fat finger on it. If you tear it, it helps it to disappear into the background. That's the whole point of the reason why you tear it off. Just going to dry that one off too. What I'm going to do now is just cut away the excess napkin there, and then I'm going to choose a colour to go around the edge with. I would like to edge it with gold, but I don't think I'm going to. It would be nice. What I'm going to do is edge it in a blue or something like that. Or maybe a purple, actually. I think purple would be nice. Don't know why I did that already. I wasn't actually quite ready for that. That's weird. Anyway, I actually would normally put the bird down first. Oh man. I prefer this side to this side for colouring that. But I'm going to leave it as it is, because obviously I can't think straight today. Oh no, got colour on him, never mind. Never mind. So what I'm going to do now is to stamp out the bird where I think I want him to go. I might do it up there actually. It looks good. It's going to be nice if I could just get some silver on there, gold on there. I want some gold. I don't know why, I just do. See if I can just rub it. Don't know why I did that. I don't know. I thought it'd be help brighten it up or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to I'm just going to glue this down, and basically I'm going to call that done, because I'm not feeling too good. But you know, sometimes just making art helps cheer you up, makes you feel better. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. So I'm thinking this is looking a bit dark and dismal at the moment. I don't know. Could be the cold talking. But what I'm going to try and do is just lighten it up a little bit by just running some white paint over it, basically. Just see if that'll help. And if not, then I'm going to call this one fail. Sometimes, and sometimes not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But my channel is all about showing the times it does work and all the times it doesn't work. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I might have to do some doodling. Some extra little painting or something, because it's not quite coming out, is it? So yeah, let's just do a little bit more on it, see if we can save it. I think it's far too dark and muddy in that, you know, so let's just see what we can do. Just got some few simple flowers and things that I'm going to pop here down at the bottom, so you can brighten it up a bit. Never know, you might be able to. Sorry. Let's see what else I can do. I'll just use some of the colours that I've already used on here. Okay, I've just stamped and cut out a stamp from the set, and it says, keep a green bow in your heart and perhaps a singing bird will come. I'm just going to glue it down. I'm going to pull that one up, actually, because it's not straight. The cutting's not straight. Not that it has to be straight, I just didn't like that. So, if you don't like it, take it up and do it again. Okay, that's looking better, isn't it? I thought I totally lost it at one point. I thought I totally lost it, but I think maybe I just pulled it back a little bit there. What I'm also going to do now is just put some more Podge over to just seal it up, and then I may go over the words, but I have to wait till it's dry, just to outline them a little bit, just to bring them a little bit more off the page. So let's just do this. Sometimes I do like to seal it with the Mod Podge. Also helps to stiffen it up a little bit as well, you know, when it's dry and that. So there we go. Just going to dry it off. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can go around this, and I'm using a white Pilot pen to do it, and or try and do it. Normally I'd go around in black, but because I'm trying to lighten it up just a little bit, I thought I'd just have a go in white. May or may not work, you never know. But I'm not being too precious about it, you know. I am just going around it. I'm also going to just go around this in a white scribble as well. Yeah, as I say, I quite like this now. I thought at one point I thought I'd lost it, but just kept going, and I think in the end it's turned out rather nice. So it's one of those occasions where more was more. I actually wish I'd done it on that side to start with, but as I say, I wasn't paying any particular attention when I first started out, and once I'd done the napkin, I could actually have gone back and worked the back, you know, just putting the napkin on the back there. But as it turned out, it wasn't to be, so that doesn't really matter, does it? So anyway, I hope you liked my tag, which was almost a fail, but came through in the end. Hope to see you again soon. Don't forget, it's a cat's life. Bye.